Should be good to go.
We're recording. All right, guys. Hey, I want to thank everybody for being on this call. For those that know me, I'm Nolan Davis. If you don't know me, you just heard my name, so welcome. All right, so here's what we have. I want to show you some things today, and I've partnered with Brian. Brian is one of my partners. Quentin is one of my partners, and what we have is absolutely phenomenal. For those people that are on my team, with Catherine and I, you know, we've done some other things in the past when it comes to network marketing. You know, we've done some other things in the past when it comes to networking. So we own a networking group. We do a lot of different things, videos, live streams, and things like that. This thing fell across my lap with Q. I call him Q like Big Brother, but his name is Quentin Farr. Quentin came to me and he said, I got something that's absolutely amazing. And for business owners and for people that are talking to business people at this time, I felt like this is the #1 thing that I can see being recession proof in a time where there's so much uncertainty, and it's one thing that's always certain, and that's bills. So you hear all of these other network marketers that say, hey, you know what? I can help you, you know, save money here, save money there. You need to switch over to us. That's not this situation. For the people that are customer oriented, all of your clients, the people that provide a service, for the people that literally is trying to create more rapport and get more business from the people that you already have, this product I want to show you, I feel as if you can implement within what you're already doing and use it almost as a membership and a thank you and a reason to call and check on the people, especially right now in the trying times that we have with this whole coronavirus. I think this is a perfect situation. So what I want to do is I want you to have the thought process that because we're all business owners, and because we're going to be talking to business owners, and because you're going to be on my team, and even if you're calling for me and you join and you don't own a business, I have lists of people that I can literally help you call after you go through all of your people to say, hey, we're calling on behalf of Up Social Network, or we're calling on behalf of Record Breakers 2020, and they'll know who we're talking about, and give this almost as a membership to strike up the conversation, build the rapport, and open the door to make money on something that you can give them for free. So I want to pass over the microphone to one of the founders of this organization. He's ranked as of right now #2 in the company, right? That's just right now, currently, #2 in the company.
God bless you, brother.
he and I hit it off pretty well. And I think he and I, we have a lot of the same belief system, which is very important. The last place that I was at, we were making, you know, 5 figures a week, but that guy and myself didn't have the same belief system of really helping people, especially in trying times. So I want everybody to give it up for Brian. There you go, Brian.
All right, my man. It doesn't get any better than that. God bless you. I appreciate that. So, guys, I'm going to try to get this in front of you guys real quick, and we'll get to answering questions, go through the business model. The business model we're talking about here is Vive, and Vive is Latin for live. So their tagline is Vive Life Better, which means live life better. And you're going to see here as I go through the services that everything we do is for the people. It's benefiting the people. It's customers first. And that's what one of the things that's resonating with Nolan and myself is the fact that in these trying times, we're actually getting out there and helping people with transparency and honesty. So Vive is a technology platform. It's very similar to Airbnb, similar to Uber. And if you understand, Uber is the largest car company in the world, but they don't own any cars, right? They use technology to revolutionize an industry. And the same thing with Airbnb. They book more room nights a month than everybody else combined, but they don't own any hotels. So they're using technology to really revolutionize industries. And Vive is no different, except what we're doing here is, who do you know that has a cell phone, right? Who do you know that uses internet? Who uses electricity? things like TV, satellite, home security. So we're using technology to revolutionize the way people pay their bills, and more importantly, to negotiate and lower those bills. All right, and like Nolan said here, we're not changing services. It's the most important thing. We're not saying, hey, you're with Verizon, let's go to AT&T. We're saying, hey, you're with Verizon, you like Verizon, let's get you to pay less for those very same services. And guys, the fact of the matter is there's over $60 billion a year being overcharged to people like yourselves, your families, and us here on things like cable and internet and cell phone and TV. And it's been going up and up and up for over a decade. And I just want you guys to think, if you've been paying bills for a while, if you go back 10 years to when you were paying a $29, internet bill, and now that same bill is like $229 or $329, right? So this has been going up and up and up. And what we have is something called autopilot. We have a team of professional negotiators in all 50 states where you upload your bills and we lower them. It's as simple as that, right? And you can see here that we can do this on a cell phone. We can do it on a laptop. All you're doing is clicking on the bills you have, whether it's electricity, phone, internet, cable, TV. You take pictures with your phone and you drag and drop them. If you can upload a picture to Facebook, you can do this. This is what it is. We're just dragging and dropping the pictures, and then our part of the deal is done. Vive takes over, they negotiate, and the way it works is that Vive splits anything they find for their customers. I'm gonna give you a couple of examples here. Here's my dad, he's 75 years old, he's down there in Pennsylvania, living on a fixed income. You can see here, we took his Comcast bill and we lowered it by over $1,200 over 24 months. So this is significant for people on fixed income, especially now with what we got going on, people getting laid off, millions of people all over the country. They're going to be tightening the belt. So why not lower their bills on things that they're already paying, right? And you can see here the breakdown. It was about $50 a month reduction. We also got them a credit, and we also got them 339 channels for free. So sometimes we're able to not just negotiate the bill down, we're able to add services, right? Here's another one from my realtor, same thing. We saved her a little bit over $1,800 on a 24-month contract. And you can see here, we also upgraded her internet speed by 8 times faster, and we got her free Netflix. Now, the way that we make money, and I want to be very, very clear, we're not changing people's services. We're not changing the way they get billed. Customers are free. They upload their bills for free. There's no risk. There's no contract with us. All we're doing is negotiating, and whatever we find, we split that with them. All right. This is what we call dead money. The people aren't going to go out there and be able to get it themselves. And we have a team of professional negotiators that can go get this money. We also have all the data across all 50 states. We know if somebody's paying a Verizon bill in Tennessee for $30 and somebody in California is getting charged $50, we can use the leverage to say, wait a minute, this is the same plan, right? I want the same rate. And that's how we do it. We have a lot of metadata from thousands and thousands of bills across 50 states. So that's how that's working, guys. Now, here's a version of a small commercial. This was 6 landlines at a small business. And you can see here, again, the breakdown. We saved them over $8,000, right? So in this case here, the customer would get $4,000 and we bill them $4,000, right? We get half of what we save, and that's how we all get paid here. Another thing on the platform is we have a travel service. It's a discount travel service. It's just like Priceline or Expedia, except we don't pay $6 billion a year in advertising. So we're able to access the same inventory, except we can get between 10 and 60% less than you would find on Priceline or Expedia. So this is something up until recently that I was using several times a month because I used to travel a lot before this whole lockdown. So this is part of a pro membership. All right. Another thing on the pro membership, which is right in our faces here, is something called Medicall. This is a telemedical service where you can get on a Zoom meeting just like this with a nationwide network of doctors, and you can use this service 24/7, 365, and it's good for up to a family of 5. So if you have young kids, if you have elderly parents, you have subscriptions, you don't have to take the day off and go to the doctors. You don't have to do the co-pays. So this here is a very, very powerful service. And now more than ever, the hospitals are saying, stay home. If you have symptoms, stay home and give us a phone call. Well, now we can do a video call, right? So this is a very, very powerful service here. It's on a pro membership. In the commercial space, for those of you with commercial contacts, we have 3 phases for commercial. Number 1, we can come in and we can negotiate their bills just like a residential. Cell phone, internet, cable, landlines, electricity, things of that nature. Phase 2, we can come into medium and large size companies and we can do something called an audit. and we can audit their water, their sewer, their gas, their electric, phone, cable, trash removal, things like cleaning services, magazine subscriptions. There's a list of 30 items that we can audit. We can lower some of those bills going forward, but more importantly, we can do up to a 4-year look back. We can go back up to 4 years and claw back money that those people have been overcharged. And that's a significant thing. The fact of the matter is that over 80% of all companies in the United States are being overcharged on something. And this is why Vive can do this for free. We know 8 times out of 10, we're going to negotiate, we're going to get some money back. We're going to do an audit, we're going to get some money back. So that's why we can do all this stuff for free, is we know we're going to find money for these people. Make sense? And then the last part, phase 3 of a commercial, is we have these little energy efficiency products that go on heating and cooling equipment and things like walk-in coolers and freezers. So we're able to sell these, and this is a product, and these are guaranteed to reduce energy costs by 10 to 30% across the board in electricity. So very, very high impact things, very high commission for us. And you can see here, here's an example of a deal that we did. It was a convenience store location, 117 locations. And this is one of those little gas station, Dunkin' Donut, convenience store type things. So we get in there with the walk-in coolers and freezers. We get in there on the heating and cooling equipment. We retrofit these units. And this was saving them over $500,000 a year in perpetuity. And it was about a $60,000 commission for the Vive consultant. So guys, there's a few things that separates this company from every other network marketing company in the world. Number one, I don't have to convince you to use cell phone and internet and electricity. You're already doing it. So there's no sale, right? Number two, we don't start by selling a product, right? We start by saving for free. And number three, we have the ability to do large commercial contracts and get 5, 6, and even 7-figure commissions. So those 3 things right there, combined with the economy we have, really lining us up to really dominate as we build out going forward here. So guys, I like to say we have something for everybody, everything from 18-year-old kids with cell phone and internet, all the way to the largest companies you can find. I have a deal going through with 900 subways right now. That'll be a high 6 or 7-figure commission. So there's no such thing as too big with us, all right? So let me get into a little bit about what you get for the business. And you guys are familiar with network marketing. We have a branded website. You have a back office. We are a technology company though. So out of all the companies I've ever seen, we have the most robust, most advanced back office and website that I've ever seen, because we are literally a technology company. We have affiliate links. We have stuff for ClickFunnels, for landing pages. We have marketing materials back there if you want to do trade shows. Nobody's going to be doing those anytime soon, but everything is a business in a box, and it runs on a phone, it runs on an iPad, runs right off your laptop, whatever you want. So it's very robust back office. So let me quickly go through the ways we earn, and then we'll get into some Q&A. So again, you guys know network marketing. You get a few customers, whether it's 18-year-old kids or a company, and then you help other people do the same time. You franchise, you leverage, you build a sales team all over the country, and that's what we're doing here. All right, and there's 5 different ways that we earn with this company. We get upfront commissions, everything from $75 for a pro member to $150 for a fast track bonus, to what you saw was a $60,000 commission on a commercial. So we get paid upfront bonuses, upfront commissions in a lot of different ways, depending on the customers that you're getting. The second way we get paid is residual level pay. This is a unilevel pay structure. That means we get paid to unlimited width and 6 levels deep. And I can answer questions on that as we go. But it's not a binary or a coded comp plan. There's no company line and your line. We get paid to unlimited width and 6 levels deep on every single person that we sponsor and every single person that we train and teach. The third way we get paid is weekly base pay. And I really like this because this takes the place of rank advance bonuses. Instead of getting a one-time $50,000 bonus, you're going to get a weekly paycheck of $1,000 a week, right? So we have different levels of weekly pay. Instead of getting paid just one bonus, you get paid a weekly paycheck, again, for life. So this is very, very significant. And you can see here, it starts off small, $50, $100 a week, and then it goes to $500, $1,000, all the way up to $2,000, $3,000, and $5,000 a week based on the size of the business that you build. Generational pay is a leadership pay. This takes over after residual pay. And from the pace setter rank on, you can see here that we get paid generational pay, like pace setter over pace setter or partner over partner. And these can be dozens or even hundreds of levels deep. So this is a leadership type of pay. And you can see here, we get paid up to 4 generations deep in the higher ranks and up to 10% on it. So this is a very significant way to keep the leaders working. And then the fifth way, guys, is we get profit sharing, just much like I get from General Electric Company. We get 2% at the platinum partner level. You get into a pool of people sharing 2% of the profits every quarter, and another 2% at the silver executive level. All right, so those are the ways we get paid. There's a few different ways you can join us here. Number one, you can become a customer. It's completely free. The average savings for a Vive customer, if they upload 3 bills, is about $1,100. So very, very significant what we're doing for people and businesses. And then everybody in my team, we're all pro members. I mean, there is an affiliate option, but that's more for like if you have an insurance company and you have 1,000 customers, you don't want to build a team, you don't want to participate in bonuses. You can become an affiliate and just dump a bunch of customers in there. But everybody on our team, we're pro consultants. You can see all the benefits here. And it's a $189 one-time fee and then a $69 a month because you're actually a pro member. So you're getting the travel, you're getting the tech rescue, you're getting the medical, and you're getting something that we call outreach, which this little outreach app is a business building tool. If you're sitting down like we did today on a Saturday morning, we had 70 people. We were text blitzing. I had 70 people put out 30 to 50 invites. So we had between 2,500 and 3,500 invites go out in an hour in my business. And some of those people were using this tool. They were tracking their invites. This little guy here, if you send somebody a 2-minute video, it'll tell you when they watch it, how much of it they watched, and if they start watching other videos. So it's a way to get metrics and tracking into your business as you're reaching out to people. All right, guys. So like I said, you can, if you see the value, you can become a customer. Or if you really see the value, you want to join us here, you can become your own customer. It's a $189 one-time fee and then $69 a month. And what I want to do now is just hand it over back to Nolan. Any questions and answers? And we can do that, and then we can get into a little bit of training.
All right. So before we get to the training, I want people to realize what Catherine and I, and anybody who knows me knows Catherine, because if you've seen me on anything, you've probably seen some big eyelash lady batting her eyes at the camera. With that being said, what we're trying to do is literally build a machine. We're utilizing the network and the databases of the people that we have to build the machine. We could go as wide as we want, but from my understanding, we only need to go about 4 wide and then drive deep. So that's going to be, being on our team is going to be very exciting and fun as hell because I'm funny as hell, right? So, but here's the thing. We're going to think about text messaging. So I have a text message that I put together, and this is just one of many, that we're going to say, in these trying times, every little bit helps. We're having a call to show you how to save on your current bills for free. And we're looking for, and if you're looking for an extra stream of income, we're looking for agents to roll this out nationwide. Respond yes for call details. Think about the text messages. Think about Facebook. Think about LinkedIn. Think about all the people that you can put that out to. What Catherine and I are going to do 5 days a week is have 2 calls. I want people to understand that they can get the savings. We just text this to them, show them that we can get the savings. If you have a database of people, these are all the people that bought from you, you can put your own gloss on it and say, hey, as a Brian LLC client, we want to make sure that all of our clients is taken care of in these trying times. We've negotiated and partnered with the company to make sure your bills are as cheap as possible. Jump on this call to make sure that you understand how we're doing that, right? After that call is just going to be a consumer call because you can start off as a consumer and then go that route. But as you see it, so many people are getting laid off. So many people are in an uncertain area to where they don't know where they're going to be. After we say, here's how you can save, we can walk you through it, get the links from the people that called you. We also could say, if you're interested in being one of these agents, there's a way that you can make money off of what we showed you right here and now, and it's still free for your people. Everybody likes free. everybody, as we're looking at business owners, our database as business owners, we have our personal people that we grew up with, people we go to church with. We got all of those people that we want to take care of. But from a business standpoint, I think it'll really spread out. So with 2 calls a day, you have to see the first call before you get to the second call. Now, because you guys that are on here are pretty much my posse, I'm not trying to tell you, hey, I can save you money on your bill. You can definitely do that. I'm telling you, and some of you already have, but I'm telling you right now is the time to get in position for the storm and the whirlwind that Catherine and I is going to put together, so we can literally help all of these people for free and start placing these people up under you. So I wanted just to make sure that you clear with that, because I think what they have is absolutely genius. Never before have I seen it to where I can make $1 million by saving you money and then generating residual income from that. I've never seen that before. So from a trading standpoint, I wanted to fast track, get some people up to speed. And if it's not for you, it's not a problem. I'm totally cool. But I don't know anybody who wants to pay the maximum amount on their bills and the same service that I'm getting, as if I can get you to pay less. So Brian, if you could start taking us through the training, I greatly appreciate it.
Sure thing, guys. And this is really, really fast. We have a fast start training. We keep this super, super simple. It's very duplicatable. What we're doing here is not hard. We're showing people a 2-minute video. We're getting them educated. Hey, did you know you could save some money? If so, we upload their bills. It's a drag and drop, just like the Facebook. So we keep this very, very simple. And the training's no different. I want you guys to be able to get out of the gates and start making money and start helping people as quick as possible. So we put together a little fast start training email. And all we're doing here, this one email has every single link that you need. And Nolan, as soon as you guys start to put some videos together, we're going to substitute some of these out probably. You know what I mean? We'll put your flavor in it. But this email, can you guys see this okay?
Yes.
Perfect. The very first link in this email, if you're brand new, you can still fast start train your new brand new associate just by playing this video. You get on a Zoom, you click the video. It's just me training some other people going through this link. So we made it so that somebody can start a business today, start building a sales force that very same day. And that's what this video is here. Step 2, you guys are going to want to go through your jumpstart training. Here's the link for it. Half a dozen videos. It gets you connected to the company. You get to learn a little bit about the back office. You get connected to the social media. Most of the questions you're going to ask, that jumpstart training is going to answer. So we've automated all that. So you guys, again, you don't have to spend a lot of time training people. The Learning Center is like a resource library. I only put this on here so you can quickly get to it. If you had any questions about commercial or compensation or whatever it is, what I'm going to suggest you do is you go here first, you type in the search, you see if you can find that before you call Nolan or Gloria or myself. And the same with you. When you have a team of a few thousand people, you want to kind of automate all the clerical stuff. So that's where the Learning Center is. Step number 3, what we do is we have people register for weekly trainings. Now, again, Nolan, you guys are going to have your own system here pretty soon. But for now, until that's up and running, we have a Tuesday night at 7 o'clock Eastern. Again, it's me coming on. I present the business just like this. We answer questions very transparently. We help people get signed up. And we also do a little bit of training. Sometimes we do fast start training. We do mindset training. We do customer acquisition. So we have a lot of people driving all over the country to this Tuesday night meeting. And we actually have a bunch of these. We have Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 o'clock Eastern. And then when Nolan and Gloria get up to speed, we're going to put their trainings right in the mix here too. So I would say to register for this, you can kind of see what it is. And this is where we help everybody show the business. It's another escalator. Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Again, this is optional, but this is where we come together all across the country as a family. We open up our lists and we start text blitzing. We reach out to people, right? We spend an hour. I teach people what to say with the language. We teach how to show the business, things like that. And it's just a very high efficiency way to build your business. Again, we had 75 people on this morning, and they all put out a minimum of 30 invites. So like I said, that was 2,200 invites to my business in an hour. And, I want you guys to think of the same thing. So I guess what I'm saying here is it's not up to you guys to train people. All you're doing is lead generation, signing people, connecting them into a system. And it's like the McDonald's, right? We have a system that works. It's it's proven itself out, and it duplicates very, very fast. Step number 4, guys, or part number 4, I should say, I've given you guys 2 videos here. There's about 100 different videos in the back office, and they're all good videos, but it can be overwhelming. Some of those are commercial, some of them are really long, some are short, some are landing pages. So what I did is like, here's a 2-minute customer video. This is for your friends and family and your grandparents, right? People that might not make good business partners. And then we have a 15-minute business presentation, which is exactly what you just saw me do here, that I think some of you have already seen. So 2 videos, one for customers, one for business partners, right? And then the last video here, guys, I made a little 4-minute tutorial so that if you're driving traffic to your website, for them to upload bills, you want to include this little video because it guides them through so that they don't make any mistakes when they're uploading their bills, because then you'll be chasing around a bunch of support issues. All right, so the real deal here, guys, is 4 steps. You enroll, you become a pro member. Step 1, step 2, you enter your own bills. That'll get you up to like 23, 24, 25 points. Step number 3, enter 2 or 3 more relatives, friends, or family, get a few bills. You want to get up to 10 bills and get past your 30 points and get your fast start bonus. And then from there, you're just repeating, right? You find 4 people, 1, 2, 3, 4. You help them get to 30 points apiece. We call that the P160 wheel. That gets you into the first levels of the weekly base pay. And then from there, you're rocking and rolling. All right, guys, so that's a very fast start. It's meant to be fast. It's on an email. Nolan has the email. He can get it to you guys. Any questions? I'm here to serve.
Does anybody have any questions before we wrap this thing up? I think while you're coming up with questions or typing them in.
One question.
Go ahead.
So in reference to like the bill pay, I was talking to somebody yesterday about this actually. And this is the question they asked me. After bills have been uploaded, what's the turnaround time before they see the discount? Is it a billing cycle? Is it 2 billing cycles?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I always tell people we want to set people up with the right expectation. I always tell people it takes 1 to 2 billing cycles. Okay. Now, the reality, I've seen them happen the next day. I've seen them as fast as 1 or 2 days. But I've also seen, when we brought on the Texas team, I've seen them get overloaded with bills, and I've seen it take up to 30 or 40 days. So I always tell people 1 or 2 billing cycles. That way the expectations are set properly. And if we over deliver, that's great. It's like, oh my God, I got it this week, you know?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that discount shows up as a line item.
Correct.
On the bill.
Correct.
That's my question.
All right. Well, hey, here's the thing, guys. You still can come on with questions. As we have nothing but business owners on here, I need you to understand that this is the only thing that I've ever seen that you can build your brand off of this mechanism and make money. You still can be the good guy. You literally can give something away and build your brand and make money with it. And if you put the voice with it and not just do the automation, if you really call and truly care about your clients, you truly can build your brand by doing that and then go that way. It says once they change the rate, are you on a 1 to 2 year plan? I'll let you answer that, Brian.
The way the contracts, you guys all have contracts with your cell phone providers, your internet, your cable. Those are your contracts. We just sit on top of that. So the contracts aren't with us. The contracts are for your providers. And people always say, well, what if somebody, cancels their phone? Not many people do that, because when you cancel your phone or your internet, they bill you out the rest of the 18 months. They don't just say, okay, thank you for playing. You're in a 2-year contract. If somebody goes to switch or cancel, they bill you out. So we don't really have the problem of somebody kind of canceling in the middle, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Cool.
The other thing is that most people don't like to change during uncertain times, right? So I want you to think about human nature, right? So if everything, we don't know what our job is going to look like. We don't know what our bills is going to look like. We don't know how long we're going to be quarantined. We don't know how this is going to escalate. Now is not the time to say, let me try a new cell phone provider. Like, that's not going to happen, right? So from that standpoint, right now is a great time to say, stick with what you have and what you know, because, you know, a lot of times you change. I tell you, my guy, Reggie Rusk, Reggie changed cell phone providers and he complained every day until he switched back, right? Because now the service is not the same. His expectations was here. Then he went to somebody that was a little less than stellar. So as we look at that situation, people don't like to change too many things at one time, and we're bombarded with change right now. And again, like I said, this is something that I feel like it is an absolute opportunity to build your brand and your business by using this as leverage to get in and still make money off of it. I see there's another
Yeah, I see that question too. Yeah, is there an advantage of going pro versus upgrading later? Yeah, there's a lot of advantages for pro. Number one, you get paid all 5 ways. That's the biggest thing. Number two, as a pro, you get 20 points towards your 30. So it becomes really easy to hit your fast track. You get $150 back and it moves you closer to that weekly base pay. See, my job or my goal with a new distributor is to hold their hand all the way to P160. Help them get some customers, help them get their first people, get the 4 lines going, get them into weekly base pay. Then I look them in the eye and say, okay, where do you want to go with this? Right. So one of the biggest advantages of being a pro member is it gets you closer to all the bonuses and closer to the P160. But it also gives you the the medical, the travel, the Rapid Funnel app, which is very powerful. And it also gives you the Vive rewards, which Nolan, we haven't talked much about the rewards, but those are no joke. They're not like, it's not like credit cards where you need like 2 million points to go to, fly from, Jersey to New York. I have about 20,000 points. The Honduras trip is 11,000 points. It's like dollar for dollar, right? So the points that we have in Vive rewards are legitimate and they stack up pretty quick. So the only time I would have somebody not become a pro is if they're literally sleeping on a park bench and they literally don't have the 189. You know what I mean? They have that in there so people can work their way up, but it slows the whole process down, So if at all possible, I always encourage people to come in at the pro, get paid those 5 ways, get right into that weekly base pay as soon as possible.
And can you hear me?
Yeah. Well, your beard is speaking for itself. I don't know if we can hear you.
I didn't see that. Aronde, man, I want to say something about that, man. That thing is epic. That is an epic beard, my friend.
I have a really good friend of mine I've known for a really long time. We met at a job many years ago, and she's a beast when it comes to sales. Anything she does very well at it. So of course, that was one of the reasons why I came on a little late. Is I was talking to her, but she's really interested, but I didn't know really what to say in terms of kind of steering her in the direction. I sent her the video we watched the 2-minute video first, and then she did say she was interested in the business as well. So I sent her the 15-minute video based on the email you sent out. Sure. So I haven't watched it to know what it entails, the business presentation. So is it pretty much going to steer her in the direction to go pro first?
Yeah. That video is exactly the slide deck that I just went through. So you just watched the video.
Okay.
That's the presentation I did. So
all right, then she'll probably make that decision.
But what I would do for here is say, listen, I'd love to have you talk to my business partner, whether you want to get Nolan or whether you want to get me. Get one of us on a 3-way call. Let us do all the heavy lifting, and we'll help close that deal.
Okay.
Right. So that's the thing. Brand new distributor. All you do, you're piquing interest. Hey, listen, Aronde, I got a business idea I want to run by you. Maybe a fit, maybe not. It's something we're doing. Check out this 15-minute video if it makes sense. Let me get you on the phone with my business partner. He can help explain compensation, help explain the landscape of what's going on even with the virus and everything. So if you want to get on a 3-way call with her and myself, or again, Nolan, if you want to do it, or Quentin can do these too. We're here to help you guys close deals and educate people.
And one other thing, what would be your, I guess, rebuttal to somebody that says, oh, they watched a 2-minute video and they said, oh, that looks like something that would be great for somebody who has large bills.
As
Like I'm
opposed-
thinking to myself, savings is a savings.
Yeah, that's what I would say. I mean, if $5 on the ground, you're going to pick it up, even if you're Warren Buffett, right? Everybody's picking up $5 off the ground.
Right.
So yeah, savings is saving. It takes 3 to 5 minutes.
Right.
So even if
And it doesn't cost you anything to get the
there's
evaluation.
no risk, there's no risk and no cost. That's what I would say. Listen, it's, at least if nothing else, you'll get the peace of mind that you're paying the lowest possible rate you can.
Right. Because that's what I was telling. I said, well, it's no risk and no cost. I mean, so I said, if for some reason we're not able to save you any money, then no harm, no foul.
Right. 100%.
You still got what you already have.
That's the deal, my man.
Catherine had a question on there. I don't know if you saw that.
About the, so you want to go over a little bit about what you make at different ranks?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Let me switch gears here. Let's see.
Now, while you're pulling that up, Brian, I want you, before you explain it, I want you to close your eyes and envision where you are in the business. And then I want you to tell me how much I'll be making when I get one step past you. What is that?
Well, I mean, I've only been working. So here's the thing, guys. For me, this is part-time. When I say 5 to 7 hours a week, I'm not kidding. I'm the CEO of 4 other companies. I have a software company, a clothing company, construction, and consulting. And I don't say that to impress you, but some of you guys here are probably going to put a lot more bandwidth to this than I do. So I've been working this for, I mean, I was one of the founders, but we had a 6-month pre-market launch. So probably 8 months, 8 months I've been working this, and right now I'm at the silver partner level, ready to be gold partner. And at the gold partner level, it's roughly $2K a week, depending on how much you sponsor. It can be 1,000 to like 3,000 a week, depending on how many people you're sponsoring. So if you're recruiting a lot of people, you're going to make more than I'm making, because I recruit like one person a week. This is a part-time thing. So, but if you're recruiting a lot of people, you're going to get a lot of those commissions on the new memberships. And also when those people hit 30 points, if you're coaching them through that, you're getting another bonus. There's a lot of recruiting bonuses in the beginning. But we had one girl come in and rank right up to where I am in 9 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Well, she's more of a pro. She was in another company. She made 7 figures in her first 11 months in her first go in network marketing, another company. So she came in probably more like you're going to come in, and within 9 weeks she was a partner. So that's the Vive record, by the way. If you want something to shoot for, that's it.
All right, let's kill it.
But serious, guys, if you look at the, we don't even have anybody at the executive rank yet. Like the company's still new. You start to get here, it's 1,000 a week minimum, but it's probably more like 4,000, 3,000 to 4,000, maybe 5,000, depending on what you're doing, right? Because this is just one way we get paid. When we start to rank into these ranks, and then as you get into the higher executive ranks, that's where you can bust past, moving towards that 100K a month mark.
Okay. So it is very doable to do 100K a month.
Yeah, because I mean, people don't start. The best part about this that I think is the 96% retention ratio.
Right.
Right. So we might not have some of the flashy volume of like a product-based company, but whatever you make, you can count on it being there 10 years from now. You don't have to worry about the economy crashing or products being shut down by the FDA or things like that. It's more of a sustainable long-term play.
Got you. All right. Well, hey, if nobody else has any questions, I don't want to drag this thing out. I want to thank you guys for being on here. If you need the link, I know some of you guys are looking for the perfect time. You're waiting on some things to happen for the timing to be perfect for you to get in the business. I appreciate that, but I know that you're going to come in and we're going to work together. Like I said, you guys are the people that I'm literally saying you need to come in so we can start flowing these people up under you. And Brian, I need to know what that looks like from a tree standpoint as I start placing people up under people.
Yeah, I'll help you with that for sure.
Okay, so you and I, we need to talk about that.
Yeah, I'm a total tactician with that stuff.
Okay, all right. Like I said, all I'm doing is bringing them in. Does each person give you points? Yes.
Yeah, I'll just type every single bill, not person. Every single bill gives you a minimum of 1 point, and then the more we save, the more points you get for the bill. So, like my dad's bill, we saved $1,250. Well, that bill it's $150 per point. That was an 8-point bill. A commercial bill might be 50 points. We've had some of them. You can have 1,000-point commercial bill. I want you guys to think about this too. And Nolan, you're going to like this. Technically, you could sponsor 4 commercial people that had commercial ties.
Yeah.
And those people could get 1 large commercial contract, like 50,000 points, and you would rank to the top rank in the company with 5 people. You follow me?
You don't know what you just said to Nolan. The wheels are turning.
You follow me?
And the people he knows.
I have a team in Illinois, and honestly, they don't want to mess with the Now, I don't agree with them because I don't think it's smart to only chase commercial. Those deals can take a long time. Meanwhile, I got 2,000 distributors, right? But I'm just saying, we do have the commercial component that can throw in 2,000 points, 5,000 points, right? I got that Subway deal. It's 900 stores. I mean, that's probably going to be, I don't know, 20 or 30,000 points in a line, right? So if you're strategic and you have some players in commercial in your 4 lines, right? Those things can really drive some volume and it doesn't matter if they're 100 levels deep, those points go all the way to the top.
So let me ask you this. So when you say those points go all the way to the top, so let's say Catherine, I just like to say a name. So let's say if Catherine gets the school district, because she knows everybody at every school district.
Yep.
All that, like, she can't go outside without kids running trying to kiss her, right? Like, so she knows everybody at the school district. If she gets the school district, those points come up through me as well.
Correct.
Shut up.
And
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. Yeah. No, the points are not the dollars, right? The points are for ranking. And here's the point about team building, right? So here's what I do. I'm always placing people as far down as humanly possible, 20, 30, 40 levels deep, because that's going to bless all 20 or 34 level, right? With all the points that one person builds. Does that make sense?
It does.
So that's what I mean. This is like, there's a lot of strategy because we're a unilevel, but we get to build like a binary. We get to build under people and bless people and just keep blessing them. And it doesn't hurt us at all.
All right. So if I need something from a fast pace for the commercial, because I know time-wise is a big thing out here. They got almost 300 stores. Like you guys were talking about 117. They got 300. Like I know all the owners over there.
Well, we should get on a 3-way call. If you know the owner, you and I should get on a quick call with them.
Okay. All right. And I got to figure out who I'm going to put these points under. It depends on.
Well, the commercial points, you can't place customers. You can only place business partners. You wouldn't want to. You'd literally have to give somebody that customer and the money. So you don't want to do that.
Okay, gotcha,
right?
Gotcha.
But we can place business partners. So as you're recruiting people, you can keep placing those people. And
Gotcha.
some of those people might be big commercial people. Like I have doctors, I have CEOs, I have lawyers in this. We got people that are playing a big game with this. And I can place that person 40 levels deep. And then if they get a 20,000 point contract, those 20,000 points go right up through everybody.
Right.
And
Gotcha.
then So, but yeah, you and I will get on a call. I'll do a little strategy session with you. You'll get it. You'll get it in no time.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, I want to thank everybody. Hopefully, you guys see what I see. Like I said, I'm really into things that can help brand what our purpose is, and really not take us away from our purpose. I feel like this can integrate into any business. Anything that you're passionate about, anything that you're trying to push forward, and be this as a give me, as a free giveaway, and as a nice thank you for anything. I mean, this is better than a freaking gift basket. right? You give this to somebody and you call them and say, hey, I want to thank you guys for being a client. These are trying times. This fell in my lap and I thought about you. Everybody wants to feel good about a certain situation. Out of everybody I know, I thought about you and got you on the phone and wanted to make sure that in these trying times, I could help you as much as possible. What does that do for your business and brand? Like, it's ridiculous. So that's all I got to say, man. I want to talk about it forever. I love what we're about to do. And I love everybody on the phone that's about to help me beat Brian. So I want to thank you guys for doing that. Hey, y'all have a good evening. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Love y'all.
God bless. Be well, guys. We'll see you soon.
All right, baby.